are. We are live from the Preseason Center in East Lansing, and guess what time it is, Rusty? It's prime time. Get to see our first look. Get to see our first look at the Wyoming Cowboys going to take on the Michigan State Spartans right here in East Lansing. Welcome to the stream. Game number 4. It's been a fun night, Rusty. Joining me back in the booth for back-to-backs here. Appreciate you, buddy.
Oh yeah, always fun here, and part of my picking of these teams, you get to see all these new teams.
Yeah, I got to see some new players and some new teams. First play of the game, Michigan State starting off hot with a throwdown there by Matt Phillips. But what are you looking forward to seeing from either one of these squads? Obviously, Michigan State, we saw a struggle a lot last year, and then Wyoming, obviously brand new to the league.
I'm wondering who can stand out for these Wyoming team and who can really show that they're active and going to make their player better. So it's so important to be in these streams and stay positive and try to keep getting those points to get that blue chip.
Yeah, and the one thing I'll say to these progression guys, which is huge thing here, is a nice play there by Izzy Ball. One thing that I will say is going to be huge. The mid-majors they get a bye week 1 of the season. While every other conference will get a bye during the season, the mid-majors get that bye in that first week. So they'll get preseason and they'll get that bye in that first week to just watch a lot of CSBA and get to know the lay of the land. And if they do that, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of these players progress right out of the gate if they are smart enough to do that.
Yeah, I definitely think so. And to be just go on the streams and leave it running.
3 ball, no good as it rattled in and out. Look out that pass. Steve Phillips, baseline jumper, can't get it to go. James Newell.
Yeah, I think Newell, he is their best player, I'd say. Definitely want to see him try to lead this team. And who else can step up? We already saw Ball have a play.
Steve Phillips. Now down a low to Williams. Williams is a really good player in his own right, trying to work his way down to the low post. Floater up, no good. Good defense there by Fisher. Look out to Jenkins. Jenkins, he had a cutter there. The cutter did not go all the way through the paint there, so Newell was able to kick that out. Kicks that back out to Fisher. Fisher spin moves, drives, baseline. Good defense by Michigan State there as Matty Phillips closed out the baseline. Now Jenkins, shot clock wanted down. Good defense here by the Spartans. Coming up with the steal is Steve Phillips. Gets it out to Williams, who throws it down. And this could be a sign of things to come here early on, Rusty.
Yeah, I think Wyoming's strategy is best trying to slow things down, keep it slow, and Spartans want to speed things up.
This could be the one rough game we see tonight. We'll see. I mean, I'm not giving the Cowboys a lot of credit out of the gate, but they got to earn it.
Right.
They've gone 0 for here in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Michigan State is an underrated program. And I like Phillips and what he's been doing. So this is not an easy.
Yeah, there's a lot of returning players for this Spartans team too, and a team that I'm expecting to be better in the Big Ten this season. Matty's kept a lot of the core players. They're buying in. I've noticed it. I mean, we don't see them as one of these active people out there in Discord, but that's okay. They're active they're active in their locker rooms. We see them every once in a while in the weight room, so and that's okay. We have a few teams that are like that in the CSBA. So when you talk about 42 teams, which is just insane to even say, Rusty.
Yeah. We can almost do a full 68-team tournament before you know it.
Oh, God. God help me. I'll have to retire from my real job if that was the case.
Yeah. Curious to see maybe the bench units out and see what Michigan State's got. Got Lingham still. Feels like he's been in the CSBA forever. Player.
Yeah, this is his last season.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Steve Carter? Jackson for 3. What's up, buddy? Love that you're in stream. Carter checking in, I believe, from Germany, if I'm not correct. I believe that's where he's from. We're global. We're worldwide here, Rusty.
Oh yeah, got players, got people from all over the world. Love to see that. SBA International.
Maddie says Lingham and him are seniors. Good defense. Speaking of Matty Phillips, there he comes up with a big steal. Gonna go in with a monster dunk. Clip that.
Oh yeah, showing that sparring chest. Oh.
I need to make an announcement, but we're also talking about bringing in top plays of the week again too. So a little bit talking about it. We'll see if we do it. But again, we're really trying to bring the content forward. Oswald off the glass, no good.
Ah man, good pass too though.
Ryota Kai is going to get it up to Matty Phillips. Good active hands there, and Washington comes away. Kirk Washington coming away with the steal there. So Wyoming is showing they can play some defense. I haven't seen a lot of offense there as Wall.
Oh.
Takes it to the rim.
Yeah, they just, I don't know, Michigan State playing so good defense there, they just let him walk right through them.
Well, Steve, we appreciate you coming in. He says it's 5 a.m. where he's at, so, or almost 5 a.m., so we appreciate you, buddy. I know your situation's not always the easiest, but we appreciate you being a part of this league, and I know that we don't stream at the times you watch, but I do know that you do. We'll go back and watch games, so, and a massive supporter of the league, so we appreciate you. Connor Holbrook with a nice block there. Wyoming is really having to earn everything from an offensive perspective right now, every points, but I will say their defense has looked pretty good, Rusty.
Yeah, it's not been too bad, especially when they into the half court.
Xavier Lingham with the foul. Wall going to go out. Keith's going to come in.
These jerseys the Cowboys got, I like their font.
Thanks. They were not easy to make.
Yeah, I know they got. Well, they're a little unique.
I just love their colors. I mean, there's something about their colors and their logo that are really fire.
Yeah, they do got a nice logo.
Ryota Kai is finishing at the rim. So Michigan State up by 10. Again, this is the game that I said, as you and I were talking off the broadcast, that might be a little rough, but again, not something you want to get discouraged about. You want to see how these guys.
Good shot there.
As Washington hits the baseline jumper.
And, it's like I said about at the end of the last game, with JT, it goes for C-Web and goes for both these coaches. At the end of the game, their record, big slam. At the end of the game, the record's still going to be 0-0, so
yes.
No need to fret.
And you know what? The next time, if these Wyoming players watch the stream, watch a lot of streams from now to their next game, we might see a much improved Wyoming team.
Absolutely.
But they gotta put in the work. Yeah.
And these major teams are going to inherently be at a disadvantage from preseason, especially because a lot of these guys haven't had a chance.
Yeah, for sure. Keith with a nice little baseline spin move.
A couple decent plays, and Washington and Law are looking nice.
So that was Keene, not Keith before. Connor Keene with the foul there on the reach-in. Seth Fisher going to come back in the game. Pull-up jumper, swish down from Steve Phillips.
They have 3 Phillips on their team?
They have Matt Phillips, Steve Phillips. I don't think there are no other Phillips.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw another one. Yeah, that's right.
Nice pass over to Derek Decker. Eric Decker for 3. Bang.
There you go. Like to see that. They keep it within 10. They might be like Seton Hall last game. Just hang around.
Williams fouled. Williams fouls Williams. Interesting.
Yeah, so we got 2 Phillips, 2 Williams. Seems like a lot of substitutions, too, for Wyoming.
Yeah, 16-second. Yeah, TZ, so recruitment for college is definitely closed. We're 100% full at the college level. But what I will say to you is if you come in and make a player, and I don't know how quickly we're going to get it up. I need another week or two to just kind of get my bearings and have the season underneath me. And then we'll start looking at high school players and bringing in people for high school. So there will be high school. That's where we generally put everybody in that sits between now and the next season. This is literally preseason action, so you might have to wait a few weeks before that kind of kicks out. But if you want to come into this quarter and make a player, please do. At the end of 1, 20-11, Michigan State up by 9 after 1. Good first quarter there for the Spartans. Wyoming didn't play terrible, though. A few bright spots there, Rusty, especially at their defensive end.
I liked what they did. Once again, to the half court. Michigan State definitely looks bigger and stronger, just being honest. But Wyoming's not folding and hitting some big shots. If they can pull Seton Hall and just hang around 10 points, 8 points, that'd be great to see from your team.
I want to see one thing I want to see from this Wyoming team is which players are going to be, the focal point. Is a tough shot there by Keene, rims in and out. Who on Wyoming is going to be the guy? Who's going to be their go-to guy offensively? How are they going to run their offense? I know right now for Coach, he's got to figure out what he has, right? I mean, that's the first part. What do you have in a team? What are these arcs? What are these players how are they going to fit together in the right way?
Right. You get to see if these lineups really worked well, or if you need to switch something up. And sometimes just moving a player from the bench to the starting unit can make a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, they're also going to, look at rosters and see if you have a big guard, maybe, and you notice the team you're playing has a small shooting guard, or there's something you can take advantage of. You try to play those matchups as well. I know you do it. I did it when I was a coach. So.
Oh yeah.
Vladimir Samovich is going to be a guy that Spartans are going to look to heavily this season, I have a feeling.
Yeah, IMG legend. Played with him in high school. He's a pretty good guy. Pretty active in the locker room. A great pickup for him. And a nice play there. It just seems like Michigan State just is up. Like every few plays, they just let Wyoming score. So something their coach needs to get on to about. They got to keep that intensity up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the key, right? I mean, the intensity is everything.
Yeah, and we talked a lot about Wyoming. It's a great opportunity for Michigan State to really see how their offense flows and show who can really stand out against competition. They should beat Wyoming, and so we need to see that. We need to see them play.
And I agree. That's a statement game for them out of the box to start their season. Let the Big Ten know, listen, and again, not a knock on what happened to Oregon out of the gate, right? But Oregon has also had a lot of turnover in their roster, so those guys are figuring their way out there. They're figuring out here. Michigan State here has a roster that has played together, so Coach Phillips knows what he has in Michigan State in his roster. He knows what guys fit well together. They've got one or two new pieces this season, but there's not a lot of change over here in East Lansing, so we'll see how that propels them. But Wyoming obviously has a lot of work to do. They got to figure out their identity. A lot of that's going to come over here over the next couple weeks. But I do like what I've seen from them defensively. They've played well defensively. They've challenged. They're challenging every shot. They're playing in-your-face kind of defense. They're forcing misses like Wall getting out on the defender, out on the offensive player there.
Yeah. Let them earn it. It may be a scrappy defense and get a bucket here and there. That's definitely a strategy.
I like what I've seen so far from Wall, though. Wall has impressed me with his size.
Yeah.
Right now, not surprising, Wyoming looking a little rusty from the perimeter. 41 in the stream. Appreciate you, CSBA. Thanks for hanging out with us here. Game number 4 of the night. If you didn't see, Air Force up upset Oregon in a really tight matchup. We saw a top-seeded Iowa, not number 1, but in the top 5, Iowa taking down Iowa State in a really close battle there. And then we saw the Battle of New Jersey, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking down the Seton Hall Pirates in the last game. And here you guys are, if you're just joining us, for Michigan State, Wyoming. Keene from the outside. Keene's impressed me. I think that's 6 for him now.
Huh. Yeah, good shot by him. Somewhat contested.
So maybe that's a guy, as Williams answers right back, but maybe that's a guy for Wyoming that they look to, right? Maybe they're already starting to see that identity start to be formed right before our eyes. Timeout on the court, 4:08 to go. 13-point lead for the Spartans over the Cowboys of Wyoming. We'll be right back. You're watching CSB on Twitch. All right, welcome back here to East Lansing. Jackson tries to split the defenders. Xavier Lingham says, "No, sir, not in my house." Work out that pass, and Ryoto Kais throwing it down.
Play by him. Looks like a little Aspen Hemlock.
He's like Aspen Hemlock Jr.
Yeah.
Now, if Kais ends up getting like those Converse, then we're in trouble.
Oh yeah.
Washington for 3, bang, trip.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Ride them, Cowboys. Cowboys, that's right. Sorry. Bring up any trauma.
Thank you for my ripping on my Broncos. Well, I am happy. Sean Payton. We got Sean Payton as Phillips. What's that one? Oh, so Matt Phillips. Not Steve Phillips.
Yeah.
It's good to see. Good to see all the Michigan State Spartan guys in the stream chat. What's up, Dusty? What's up, Csba? What's up, Matty P? What's up, fellas? Nice to see you guys active and hanging out with us. Phillips spot up 3, Drano.
Yeah. Phillips can't let him do that. He's a very good player, underrated. I've liked him ever since he was in, wasn't it Villanova? So he's been around.
By the way, Matty P is channeling his inner Juby there with the old Superman pull off. Washington again, bang! That's 2 threes from Washington.
Okay.
Phillips again. Matt Phillips is going off right now. He's got 13. Yeah. Suster, maybe somebody will hit you with a. If I wasn't streaming, I'd be nice and throw you. Maybe somebody could throw you guys some subs to get you not to watch it. Kaiser going for 3 in a row. Can't get it to go. Ren's in and out. Matty P, you looking good though. Looking good, I gotta admit. I like some of what you guys are doing. I've been paying attention.
Yeah.
Spartans are going to have a tall task in that Big Ten. It's going to be a gauntlet, but I'm excited to see what you guys can do. Turch just said, has Washington come in? Washington just hit back-to-back threes and just missed the 3rd in a row. Turch, you got to pay attention, my dude. The guy just hit 2 threes and then went for a 3rd straight one, but rimmed in and out.
Yeah, back-to-back greens.
Nah, it's all good, Turts. I'm just busting chops. But yeah, you greened it twice.
Definitely good potential there.
Yeah, listen, I said it when the game started. This was going to be an uphill battle for Wyoming. But I like what I'm seeing. There's some pieces here for sure. Walls impressed me. Williams Jr. has impressed me. The defense from Wyoming has done a pretty good job. And Washington has also impressed me with his knockdown shooting. So see how that plays out for them over this season. But the foundation is definitely there. You got some pieces to build with through.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the hard part too. I'm not gonna lie. The mid-majors teams are gonna have their hands full against the major colleges. I mean, an Air Force game, I think, could be an anomaly that you might see, but you never know. Frito Bang from the corner goes Bang.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about the transfer in Frito Bang coming over from Gonzaga.
Yeah, it's a sneaky pickup. He was a nice contributor for the Zags. And we're here trying to get maybe a bigger role in Michigan State.
Storm, I don't know what you mean you're seeking in for progression check-ins. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I'm not trying to be, like, stupid. Washington again contested this time, not able to get it to knock it down as Lingham. Yeah, I got Mike McKinley, too. I forgot about McKinley as a transfer. Nice pass to Xavier Lingham.
Nice, I got the Buckeye McKinley to be a Spartan.
Yeah, there's my buddy Vengeance checking in. What's up, sir? Mr. Kansas coach, doing a little scouting.
Yeah, getting all kinds of people in.
Baseline jumper, no good. Yeah, we said it though, guys, and I Turch, I know you're just joining in, but if you guys watch the streams over the next 2 weeks, you guys can probably progress and get some blue chips in there and start that way. The first 20,000 points is the grind, and if you get lucky, someone will throw you a sub as the end of the half. 47-23 Spartan rolling. But stay with us here. Second half coming. We'll talk a little bit about what we saw here in the first half as we're coming up to the CSBA halftime show. All right, Rusty, talk to me a little bit about what we saw and what you think we're going to see more of in the second half.
I think we're pretty much seeing what I would have expected. I actually think Wyoming's playing better than I expected. Get a nice performance by Washington, hitting some threes, and Ball has shown some versatility, being able to dive in as a big man and score. But Matt Phillips is just taking over this game, and those big men are making it tough for Wyoming to really get anything going on offense. Overall, foundations there, like we've been saying, and not too bad.
Now, we talked about the Wyoming defense, but look at the Michigan State. 5 blocks, 17 boards, shooting a very high 69% in that first half. Not surprising, having their way with Wyoming right now. We'll see if Wyoming can bounce back here in the second half. You're watching CSBA on Twitch. Preseason game 4 of the night. We got more tomorrow night, so make sure you tune in for that. But we'll come back with the second half right now. Just be on Twitch. All right, welcome back here. Second half. Let's take a look at the leading scorer at halftime. I'm guessing someone on Sparty. It's going to be Matt Phillips. Yes, it is. Matty P.
Yeah. Surprise there. He's got 13 points. And
47-23. Sparty on top. Now, probably not going to end the night on as nice a high note as we saw in the first 3 games, but tomorrow night, 4 games on the slate. You get to see the premiere of the Houston Cougars taking on the new and revamped Pitt Pirates at 7 o'clock, followed by what I think could be one of the games of the week, Miami versus Georgetown at 8 o'clock. The defending champion is going to take on the Hoyas at 8. That one will be in Washington. And then at 9 o'clock, the battle of the coaching brothers. Tennessee Volunteers taking on the Syracuse Orange at 9 o'clock. And then we're going to get to see another mid-major at 10 in prime time. Also making their debut to the CSBA, the TCU. So Texas Christian University going to be in at 10 against the Hawaii Warriors. So a lot of good games on the slate. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow. We got a lot of good games on the slate all the way through Saturday, Rusty.
Yeah, great games. That Miami Georgetown one sounds like a lot of fun. Number 1 and number 5.
Yeah, that should be a really stellar matchup. You know, we talked a little bit earlier on in the last game about the long layoff, right? And we sat for so long. You guys missed us so bad. I hope you guys are in these streams watching these games, because you're going to be so sick of me pinging you for 18 hours a week for games. There's a lot of CSBA basketball coming your way, so make sure you buckle up. It is going to be a ride, but we will crown another national champion before it's all over.
Oh yeah, it'll be here before you know it. See if Miami can defend their crown and be the third team to ever go back to back.
Steve Phillips Pishma saying we're glad we're back. Well, I'm glad I'm back too. I did miss it. I'm not gonna lie. My wife, I don't know if she missed it, but
yeah.
But she understood. She was really good this weekend. She knew I had a lot of work.
That's good.
So she was super nice. Matty P gonna get it over to his brother. Steve Phillips baseline gets knocked out of bounds. Good defense there again. That scrappy defense by Wyoming. Might they not be doing so great offensively? They've been scrappy on defense.
Yeah, I think Steve got cheated out of the genetics with his hair.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Matt looks good, but Steve,
Matty, you gotta give him some of that Propecia that you use.
Good movement here, some speed by these Spartans.
I gotta give it to the Spartans, man. They are just knocking down every open jumper they can get.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost, you could consider a trap game. It'd be easy to come in and just throw in a random game plan, not even think twice about Wyoming, but Phillips is pretty good at looking at game plans, and he wasn't gonna put his team in a bad spot.
Well, I mean, if you look at it right out of the gate, just thinking about it, like if you're Michigan State, you know what you have, right? You know that 7 out of the 10 roster spots are guys that you're familiar with. I mean, yes, there's a couple new new players from the transfer portal that have come over, but you know what you're working with, right? You've got a couple seasoned veterans. You've got only 1 or 2 new prospects, so not a lot you have to figure out if you're Michigan State. So if I'm the Spartans, I'm coming in with my A game plan and just letting my team get confident, right? Blow the doors off of Wyoming right out of the gate. That's how I would approach it. So.
Oh yeah, definitely think that's best strategy. I know last season we played Gonzaga, which ended up being a top team. We blew them out of the water. It was great for our team going to the regular season. Right, Ted?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of excitement though, and again, this game, it's just a litmus test to see what you got, right? It doesn't mean anything in the standings.
But yeah, so definitely Wyoming guys, keep watching these streams and get your blue chips in.
Nicholas Williams, another knockdown jumper. He's looked good in this one.
Yeah. And that's something you want to see with Michigan State. Your new guys coming in.
Contributing right away.
But yeah, see if they can contribute right away. I don't think Williams is new.
Oh, Matty P blows the layup. Good job by Keene to get back. Yeah, so far I'm impressed. I'm impressed as Csba. Jeez. Who are you buying all those progressions for? I hope you're not wasting your points. Because you can't buy progressions for other people. You know that, right? I hope you knew that.
Just flexing on us, I guess.
I would have saved those points because we got content where you're going to be able to use those points if you're not going to use it for your player. Unless you... Oh, I know what he's doing. He's going to use the 80,000 points. I know what he's doing. He's going to use the 80,000 points that he just cashed in and use it to build out packs based on the cost that they cost. That's exactly what he just did. It took me a minute to realize what he's probably doing.
Storm is what every...
Yeah, it's a lot easier than doing 8Ks. I get it. It makes sense. That's fine by me. It probably makes my job easier, so thank you. You're so smart, Stormy.
Oh, hey, Ted. I didn't even notice you were in the chat. You didn't hear that what I said about Casada.
He said, fuck Ted Stern.
It's a great song.
Hey, it is 11:11. It is 11:11 on the East Coast. All the kids have gone to bed.
Yeah, make a wish.
Keene for 3, no good. Nah, we love Ted Stern. You'll never hear me actually say that to you, Teddy.
We need to make a remix called Love Ted Stern.
Oh, look who, everybody coming out of the woodwork. What's up, Dalton?
Dalton. I'd see.
He's calling out to you, Rusty.
Oh, is he? Yeah, we love Dalton. That's my player too. Let's see his debut on Wednesday. Take on Wake Forest. See if they.
So D said that the point. So great question for progression players. Do the points we earn tonight go towards our player? So the way Twitch is versus the check-ins go, they're tracked separately. So you can combine the points to get your blue chip that way if you want to, or use them however you want in combination or separately. But they do not. If you make 500 points from watching a game tonight, they're going to accumulate in Twitch. I don't keep track of those. Those are for you to keep track of. The only ones that the bot keeps track of are the check-in points. So just be mindful of that. But yes, you're going to earn points by watching these streams, and then when you have enough, you cash them in for your packs or badges. Just kind of like what Storm just did a minute ago. Except he had 80,000 points. He cashed them in so that he didn't have to do 8,000 at a clip for packs or badges. If that makes sense. Yeah. Keane again challenged. You know, he knocked down a couple of good jumpers before, but Michigan State's been closing that out.
Yeah, I think that's something Phillips probably was talking about at halftime. It's like we allowed some open shots and easy layups. We need to cool down a bit on defense.
Good defense there. Again, we talk about good Williams with a nice follow.
Oh, yeah.
But a nice, again, defense turning to offense. These are the little things that you want to grasp onto. These little highlight moments for the Cowboys. So Xavier Lingham. So right now, Tertz, your player, is a 70 overall player. A blue chip, when you chip it in, is puts you up to a 77 overall, like that. Now, for you to put packs in at 8,000, if you put 8,000 packs, even 8,000 packs, won't get you to a 77. So you're better off saving the first 20,000 so that you can move up from a 70 to a 77. That means that you're serious to me. And then after that, it's cashing in the 8,000s for packs and badges and stuff like that. If you go into, there's a progression how-to channel, video rather, that explains all of that. But nobody reads or watches videos, so.
Sometimes it's nice to.
But yes, that's how it works. So if you're somebody that's gonna watch the games, and again, I say this in the check-ins too to you guys, like. If you're watching the games, obviously I want you to chat and be here and talk because we want you to be a member of the community. But we understand you can't be, tethered to your phone, your tablet, your PC, or however you're watching your big screen, whatever, right? But you can literally throw your phone on, your tablet, your TV on, your game, whatever, computer, whatever, and walk away. We don't care. You're still getting those points. We're getting your viewership, so it's a win-win for both.
AP are still coaching out there this kind of game. Free throws where we struggle. On a lap, every miss.
Turnover there from Wyoming.
And that's the kind of stuff they've been avoiding for the most part. I thought we'd see more of just mental errors, but
yeah, they haven't. They just they're playing a much tougher team in Michigan State.
Yeah, they're not really hurting themselves with just unnecessary turnovers and stepping out bounds and backcourts and things we like to see.
Suster said he came for the points tonight and ended up watching three games. A lot of the games that we do have, what would you say if you had to put a percentage? Would you say 70% of the games are pretty decent? Would that be a fair number to throw out at Rusty?
Yeah, I think so.
You're gonna get blowouts. They happen. I mean, they happen in real college too, right? Or any other basketball. Oh, yeah. Vengeance, thank you for low balling me at 60%, you little shit.
Yeah, I don't
I mean, it varies. I mean, this season I think you're going to see a lot closer games.
I mean, yeah, we definitely had a few close games. And what's fun? Yeah, it's like I almost had a heart attack. But...
Ben just said I'm leaving now. Well, look at it this way: how many games tonight? 3. We had 4 good games. Right? We had 3 games out of 4, right? So that's 75%. Do the math.
I mean, week 8 we played Providence and we blew out Providence. It was a blowout for sure. And we played them in the first round of conference play back to back. They almost beat me. It was like a 2-point game at the end.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
it could vary by same teams playing each other too.
All right, so 67-34 headed to the 4th. Get those 4s up in stream chat. We are back. Yeah, so someone says you get to choose what goes up. No, you go from a base green to a base blue. After that, all your packs and badges that you put in is where you get to add up, provided you don't go over the max of what that is for that particular category. And there is that's listed in the archetype sheet. Coaches all know that. They can point you in the right direction and help you tell you what you should or shouldn't try to pack up when you get the points. They've been around longer than probably a lot of the players that are in the mid-majors.
It's always good to keep your coach informed of what you want to do and make sure you're doing what they need out of you and what you can for your team.
Yeah, I mean, you also have all those mid-majors also have an advisor. Rusty, you're an advisor, right?
Yeah, Army.
So, I know I've seen you a couple of times, and I don't really pay attention to what goes on in those Discords. Occasionally, I'll just because I'm bored, I'll flip over to just to see if guys are active or getting excited about the games and stuff. But I haven't really had time to look at any of that. But I know you've given advice. I know you've talked to these guys. So,
Ian,
if you're
more,
I say
talk a lot.
Yeah, I say if your head coach doesn't know, the advisor definitely does. So.
Yeah. Oh, and we got some fantastic advisors. I'm very excited to see some of these other mid-major teams as well. So, Boise State was looking really good. See their game, and I'm excited to see Army. See what came out with. To see a lot of those Army guys in chat. So.
I'm not gonna lie, and I know we're gonna get to see it, and there better be a ton of hype behind it. But when we have Army Navy, man, that is gonna be so fun.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Especially with we got plenty of veterans in the SPA there. We have vested in that game.
I need to make sure, and I don't know what week those are, but I gotta make sure that Army and Navy get camos for those, because that's I mean, provided they want it, but I think that would be a great game to have camo for both teams.
Oh yeah. Yeah, D the Toy Hunter, definitely shout out to him. He's been super active in the Army locker room and
love it.
He's already here in the stream.
And listen, it's a grind. Nobody's gonna not deny it. But occasionally, you saw the other night I threw out. You guys show up. If you show up all the time, I will try to give out some, things here and there as award, I mean, I threw out 10,000 points and 2 packs of paid players as well the other night. So the numbers, if the numbers are continually there and the support is there, we will do stuff like that. It's when the community doesn't show up is when I'm hesitant to just give free stuff away.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair. I don't think that's not a fair ask on my part, right?
Oh, you're good. I mean, yeah, you help me help you.
Exactly. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Washington again. I think that was Washington again that knocked down a 3. I think that's 9 for him.
Yeah.
I believe that was Washington, right?
I'm not too sure. I didn't see the name.
Maybe you know what? I don't think it was. It was.
I think it was Keen. Basically number 14.
Nice pass. Ooh, actually, he had the bigger taller man running down the middle. Went to go to the guard running the floor the other way. Phillips going to kick it out to Williams. Good save by Williams. Dusty Wilson off the glass. No good as Fisher up with the rebound. Newell.
Be 9 points.
Floater in the lane by Jeff Newell.
Yeah, good score there. Newell's guy I hoping to see a little more out of as their blue chip, but no, it's tough. Yeah, I'm sorry, Turds.
Eaton, I would sub you, buddy, but I am not logged into my Twitch for some strange reason, which is weird because I can stream, but I don't know why I can't log in to type in my own Twitch channel. So I would have subbed you because you've been killing it for us, but I can't. Maybe tomorrow night.
No, that was a pretty dirty move by Wilson. He needs to be thrown.
I did, let's talk about giveaways. I was actually not streaming one of the streams before, and I gave away 5 subs. So I do give away stuff. Just got to show up for it. I had so much fun making those Cowboys jerseys. This was so much fun to make.
Yeah. I'd see their court, too. What about that?
Their court is fire. I mean, what did you think of the Air Force? I thought the Air Force one was nice.
Oh, yeah. Definitely excited to see that, and excited to see Army. You're ready to basketball school,
Wilson with the fouls.
Yeah, Wilson! Again with a big foul. He needs to chill out.
Kenyatta Williams Jr. to the line to shoot 2. Sister Buddy said Air Force looked fly. Thank you, Trigger. What's up, buddy? Thank you for that sub, sir.
Trigger will be debuting his new player on a new team of Houston Cougars.
Yeah. Excited to see those guys. I'm a vicious
score by him. Always been a fan of his game. And another thing, Wyoming is keeping up with the shot count at least too. They're not just
they're not getting killed on turnovers. Nice backdoor pass to find Newell. Hall. I think it was Hall. Excuse me. Ball rather. Is it Ball or Hall? I forget which one it is. Wall. Sorry, Wall. I get confused.
Yeah.
There's been a couple guys from this Wyoming team that look good.
And Washington. So around those 3, and I'm sure some other guys are doing well and active. Just good positioning there by Holbrook.
No, we talked a little bit about it after the Air Force win tonight, which is, again, I'm just amazed and love that we saw that. But, when we do have March Madness, those 8 seed versus the mid-major playing games to get into that 8 seed in March Madness, those are going to be some fun games.
Yeah, I think they definitely will be.
I mean, I feel bad in the game that probably will proceed afterwards. Whoever advances to that 1-8 seed.
Well, it's what happens. But that's why we play the games. Never know.
It is. We've seen some things happen. So,
I mean, tier will fall, as I say. We've seen 2 seeds lose to 7 seeds.
Yes, we have.
And not a 1 and 8.
And sadly, C Webb. I know C Webb was at least one of those. I don't know if he was both, but I know he was definitely one of those.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the other one was, but I know Syracuse did it one year. What's up, Ronnie Shanahan? Checking in. What's up, buddy? Williams with the steal. Count it and 1 is Eric Decker with the foul.
Yeah. Teams, I guess, getting a little chippy, really throwing each other around.
Well, I will say Michigan State has looked smooth like butter in this game. They offensively have played well.
Yeah, you can't complain about 86 points. That usually gets you a win against anyone. Oh my gosh.
Jay Oswald throwing it down. Give a little LJ pump move down as he runs down the court. I love that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Connor Holbrook said, I can play that game too. Give me the ball. Except he didn't get to slam it. Yo, you're in Huntington this week? You're close. You're definitely close. I gotta see what the schedule looks like. I gotta see what my schedule looks like. I don't know if you know this, but Problem is from my neck of the woods.
Oh, nice.
So he's about where he's saying he is right now. He is probably about 20 to 30 minutes away from where I live.
Oh, yeah, that's not far at all.
It's not it's just because I'm in the middle of the island, in the middle of Long Island, so.
Yeah. So, me and KT got to hang out a little bit a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
She only lives about an hour from me and Maddie.
You still hang out with Brogdon at all, or not really?
We definitely talk a lot, but we haven't really hung out much just because.
Yep, makes sense. Yep. I know. I knew you didn't need to expand. I knew where you're going with that.
Yeah, our biggest issue.
Ooh, blown layup there. Good defense by Holbrook. Hey, listen, you guys hanging around, 40 of you hanging around for a 40-point blowout. Appreciate you so much. I mean, progressions, obviously, you stay around and get those points, but appreciate y'all hanging out. This has been a great night viewership-wise for everybody. I think we barely dipped below 40 at one point tonight, but majority of it's been up. We had a high of 70, I think, at one point, too. So, great night overall for the CSBA. It's only night 1 of... Got six more nights of this, so... Or 5 nights in one day.
Yeah. It's definitely some good pictures and highlights and get Phillips doing the Joe B.
Oh, it's funny. Vengeance, thank you for that shout out. I thank you, buddy. That was a really nice, kind thing. I spent a lot of hours in the last couple days. 91-45. Tail of the tape, obviously, is Michigan State was just a clear-cut winner. I don't even know if I want to overemphasize too much here.
I think something that surprising me is the offensive rebounds. Wyoming got 11 compared to State only getting 4.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing. It's second chance points. They only had 4 second chance points. Actually, both teams only had 4, which is kind of scary in itself. But 11 offensive boards gave Wyoming an opportunity to get some more shots. But we knew that this was going to be rough up here, and a little to be expected. But I mean, Michigan State shot the ball really, really well. But let's jump over to the box score. We'll start with the losing team. Marcus Washington, 3 of 8, not terrible. He had that moment where he knocked down those back-to-back threes. Actually. Yeah. One of them, they actually credited him. Actually, no, he didn't credit. I'm sorry, I take that back. He shot 3 threes. One of them he missed, but finishes with 8 points. Eric Decker, 7 of 1 on 3 of 10 shooting. You're going to see a lot of inefficiency. DeBrick Wall is a guy that impressed me tonight. Yeah. 7 of 8, 3 of 4 shooting. Got 2 block shots. So definitely a guy, Wyoming can definitely hang their hat around. Connor Keene, 6-2 and 2 on 3 of 10 shooting. Leroy Jenkins, 4 points, a rebound on 1 of 3. James Newell, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists on 2 of 6. Jay Oswald, 4 points, a steal on 2 of 3. Kenyatta Williams Jr., 3 and 2 on 1 of 2. Seth Fisher 2 and 3, and Adam Jackson held quiet for 0 of 2 on 2 rebounds on 4 0 4 shooting. Take us through Michigan State there, Rusty.
So their leading scorers actually Nicholas Williams with 18, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Talked about how good of a game he was, but seeing the box score, even more impressive. So Matt Phillips definitely started that first half strong, but still got 15 points, 3 rebounds, got 4 assists.
What did he have in the first half, out of curiosity? He had 13 in the first half, 13 of his 15 in the first half. So good call on your point.
It came in strong, then just kind of coasted, which is fine. Ingham, the senior, 11 points, 5 rebounds, got a steal and a block, a perfect shooting night, moving his free throw. IGN man, Vladimir Klimavicius, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, something I like to see from a power forward.
By the way, I always forget about that he was at IMG, so thank you for that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were teammates there, so.
I know. I picture him in the IMG uni. That's why I'm remembering back.
Oh, yeah. Holbrook had a pretty nice game, 9 points, 8 rebounds, and a block.
Almost a double-double from both those guys.
Yeah. Bang, the transfer from Gonzaga, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. The brother, Steve Phillips, 6 points with 3 assists. Steal. The transfer from Texas Tech, McKinley, 6 points and a nice 5 assists. That's definitely what you like to see from him off the bench.
Yeah, transfer over there as well.
Steve Wilson, he got 4 points, 5 rebounds, a steal, 2 blocks, 3 brutal fouls, but, overall solid game by him. I saw him in chat a lot, so just in around, but definitely like seeing that. And Kyoto Kais, is that the walk-on?
No.
Not? Oh, sorry.
No, it is the walk-on. Sorry, yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Ryota Kais, 4 points and blocks, which you like to see from.
Yeah, he's gonna be there to do some of those defensive things. So, all right. Well, Michigan State wins this one in a jog. Congratulations to them. They look ready for Big Ten action already, right out of the gate. Cowboys gonna have some work to do, but we know they're gonna put in the work. Those guys are all on the stream, so appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Again, great numbers viewership wise. Keep it up. Keep that throughout the season. Remember, 4 great games tomorrow night, as I mentioned earlier. You're going to want to tune in for that. Houston, Pitt, 7 o'clock. Miami, Georgetown, 8 o'clock. That's a 1 versus 5 matchup. That's definitely a 1. Game of a coach of brothers in that 9 o'clock Tennessee-Syracuse game. And then Hawaii making their debut against Texas Christian and prime time. For my boy Rusty here, I am Scott Drake, a.k.a. Wired71. Rusty, any parting words before we jump out?
Yeah, both teams need to remember their goals and that they're 0-0 still, so don't have this game weigh too heavily on you in either direction. For sure. For Rusty, I'm Wired. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. CSB out. Peace.